She was glad to hear that her hard work had paid off with a promotion at work. All right, let's come up with the categories. So right off the bat, we can say job as a category. Let's change that to the color for category. We can say salary and benefits as a category. Perhaps also opportunity to progress as a category. As a what else? What else? Responsibilities too. Responsibilities. And we can say personal development. Mm, personal development. I'm gonna include it for now, but I may just remove it later. Personal development as a category. Any other categories? Um, I think these are it for now. So I'm gonna make this into a bulleted list. We are now. Let's come up with the topics. So certainly this category includes hours, the schedule. It also includes um relationships now. Maybe this person's promoted to manager, and so the dynamics of their job within the company is different. So I'm going to change this to purple because that is the color of the topics. Moving on to the salary and benefits category. The topics here could be all of these benefits here probably. So um, pay, um, maybe her position allows her to be more flexible, even though there isn't a hint of that in the sentence here, but we could do a little bit of improv and say now that she can, or the person can now work remotely. So that's why I'm what I mean by flexible. Just improv. Maybe even the person has um bonus, uh retirement or 401k compensations. So let's highlight this and change it to the purple color. Now moving on to this category. So we can say that the person um has increased responsibilities. Person has met those responsibilities, or there was a pathway to promotion, and person has met the criteria. And this allows her to further develop her or their skills in in the new higher position. I'm going to change this to the purple color. And now for the responsibilities category. Um, So yeah, the person has more accountability, more control, more tasks. I like that. And now the personal development as a category. I'm not sure exactly what I can put here. Maybe I can say this is gonna, oh, look at that, problem solving. So she's gonna, or they're gonna be in this new position and they're going to encounter different problems. So I'm gonna include that problem solving as the topic for the personal development category. Okay, now let's go back and let's fill out the topics and let's change this to the orange color. So person now, just gonna do a little bit of improv. I'm just gonna say to generalize person now has to um work. I don't know if I should say more or less. I'm gonna say more. Now for this topic, I'm gonna say um person now works with executives and managers. Um and then the person manages a team now. So now for the pay topic, I'm gonna say they receive a higher pay scale, flexible. For this, I'm gonna say they have the ability to come in whenever they want, as long as the work gets done. For the bonus topic, I'm gonna say new position has a new position has a uh, bonus or comes with a bonus. And for this topic, we're gonna say the person has better uh retirement options. Now moving on to this category, the example for this one would be has many accounts to go over while managing a team. For this topic, I'm gonna say person has been a dedicated employee that worked hard to develop their skills for this role. And for this topic, gonna say the new position entails a different set of skills entails a set of skills different from the previous position, which will help them to solve problems and grow with their um grow with the, the position and as a person. For this topic, I'm gonna say they sign off on more things, so they are writing their check, their signature, which means more accountability in the work coming from them and the team. Has more access to different has more access to different files and I'm gonna just leave it like that. And then for this one, I'm gonna say as many diverse tasks. For this topic, gonna say the new position will have them encounter problems from a different perspective, in this case as a manager, and this will involve different ways, different methods of approaching the problem. All right, so these are the topics, the categories, and the examples. Let's go ahead and expand on this. But I just want to make a note that we took a different turn when or at least I did. I took a different turn when I came up with these categories. What I had in mind was these ideas, these categories, but we could have specifically focused on just one aspect. We could have just focused on the job and all the topics that pertain to that category, or we could have focused on responsibilities on on this category of responsibilities and just talk about the topics within the responsibilities category. Or we could have just continued this narrative here of how happy the person was from getting this promotion at work. We could have continued that excitement within the story. So I'm going to make a note here saying we could have talked and continued the story about the person's excitement with this new position, but I decided to talk about the job itself, the tasks within this new job, and how they can grow. So we could have continued the story about the person's excitement with this new position, but I decided to talk about the person's history, how they developed themselves to come about to get to this position. I talked about the categories here that I wrote down, talk about the job itself, the tasks within this new job, and how they can grow. So I'm going to continue with my narrative here, but I'm going to highlight this in yellow, and I'm going to highlight this part in red just to show that we could have taken this other approach in creating this story. So let's go ahead and see if we can expand to this. I may not talk about all of these categories, but I'm going to choose from this list. So she was glad to hear that her hard work had paid off with a promotion at work. This new position is much more involved within the company. It is no longer the entry level work, but rather the let's see, what's the word? Is it preceding? I'm looking for the antonym, but oh, there we are. That's the word. But rather the subsequent work that involves more. Let's look up another word. Let's change involves. What's another word for involves? Oh, there we are. Requires analysis and um, that requires analysis and let's see, that requires analysis and interpretation with larger aggregates of information along with, or let me delete that. The position also requires to be head of a team. This greater load of work takes on more responsibilities, time, and has more stress due to the nature of the position. However, the person is young, intelligent, and very much capable of exceeding the role. With this new role, it comes with greater salary and benefits. The sign-on bonus is attractive as well as with the pay and flexibility. The position is also a work from home. Let me rephrase that. The work is able to be done remotely on a computer. So this allows for working away from the office. As much of a perk of this is a perk that she found. What's the word? Let's look up helpful. She found supportive with her situation. She was selected because of her great work ethics, responsibilities, and ability to work efficiently. So it was natural and so it was natural to give her the position. The executives also felt comfortable with this. They have known about her progress and they needed someone to fill in this role. They realize she has never managed a team, but but from what they have seen over the years, the skills she's developed, she will pick up the necessary skills to lead a team while handling the her side the of the work. So this position will teach her new things, help her grow as a person and help her gain new skills. All right, so this is what I came up with. Let's read it. So it says, she was glad to hear that her hard work had paid off with a promotion at work. This new position is much more involved within the company. It is no longer the entry-level work, but rather it's a subsequent work that requires analysis and interpretation with larger aggregates of information. The position also requires to be ahead of a team. The greater load of work takes on more responsibilities, time, and has more stress due to the nature of the position. However, the person is young, intelligent, and very much capable of exceeding the role. With this new role, it comes with greater salary and benefits. The sign-on bonus is attractive, as well as with the pay and flexibility. The work is able to be done remotely on a computer, so this allows for working away from the office. This is a perk that she found supportive with her situation. She was selected because of her great work ethics, responsibilities, and ability to work efficiently, so it was natural to give her the position. The executives also felt comfortable with this. They have known about her progress and they needed someone to fill in this role. They realize she has never managed a team, but from what they've seen over the years, the skill she's developed, the, she will pick up the necessary skills to lead a team while handling her side of the work. So the position will teach her new things, help her grow as a person, and help her gain new skills.